The 2019 Ford Mustang GT Premium. Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas. In this video, we're going to go over the standard as well as optional equipment in that GT Premium edition. So it'll be a very thorough video. A lot of different options that are available on the GT Premium you don't really see on any of the other trims for the Mustang. So we're going to go over all this equipment. It is going to be, again, very thorough, so check the description down below if you're watching this on YouTube. I will have timestamps down there for the different, as we go around the standard equipment as well as when we talk about different packages. I also have those prices down there too, so definitely use that as a reference for you. Go ahead and look at that, and always refer back to this video if you want to, because this is going to be everything that's possible in a way of what's standard as well as different options you can get on the Mustang GT Premium. So it'll be something for you to go back to if you're really in the research for a GT Premium. This is something you can definitely keep and refer back to. So first, let's kind of talk about some of the safety features. So, of course, just like in the Ecoboost, the GT as well, we're going to have all the same safety features in the vehicle. So you're going to have the dual stage front airbags. So the driver and front passengers are going to have the dual airbags there. The driver is going to have a dual stage that deploys a different size airbag there on the front of it. And you'll of course have a front airbag for the passenger over there. There will be a personal safety system for the driver. So it does have a sensor underneath that seat. So it knows how close you are to the steering wheel to deploy which size airbag to make sure it protects you, but yet it doesn't hurt you opening that airbag. Also, you're going to have your seatbelt pretensioners as well there, and then you're going to have knee airbag too up there to protect those. Side impact airbags on those front seats to protect them from those side collisions. And then you do have the safety canopy airbag that's going to come down and deploy down and protect you from any kind of rollover and anything like that. It will have advanced track with electronic stability control, and if you don't know what advanced track is, it basically simplified version. What I like to tell customers is it's really made to help you keep you on your intended path, especially in those slick driving roads, maybe go into those corners a little bit too fast. It uses a series of brakes really quickly to be able to keep you on your intended path. And also with electronic stability control, it's going to help you with that traction as well. So real nice system within that. You are going to have SOS post-crash alert system that's going to honk the horns and flash the lights if you happen to be in an accident and you're off the road. And then don't forget, it's going to have the 911 assist. As part of that Microsoft Sync technology, allows you to call 911 directly instead of using maybe an OnStar or something like that to be able to contact in case of any kind of emergency like that. So again, some great safety precautions in the vehicle. Also, it's going to have if you have any kids to put back there in those car seats, it will have the latch system and lower anchors and tethers for children, helping you keep those seat belts securely back against those back seats there. So again, all the safety precautions you'd normally expect from your Mustang, also available for the 2019 GT Premium Edition as well. Now, of course, these Mustangs are going to come for the GT Premium, either the Fastback like you're seeing with this, or you can also get it in the Convertible. So that's really nice. There are some optional equipment or some standard equipment on the Convertible that are dedicated to the Convertibles. We're going to talk about at the end of the standard equipment, so we'll cover some of those. Also, of course, it's going to come standard with your 5.0 liter V8 engine. Now, that V8 engine is going to give you 460 horsepower, 420 pound-feet of torque, so plenty of power behind that engine. It's for fuel economy, it's going to get you anywhere between 15 and 16 miles per gallon in the city and about 25 miles per gallon on the highway. Of course, that really depends on how you drive your vehicle. It is also going to come standard with your 6-speed manual transmission with the rev matching. We'll have the electronic line lock as well as that launch control as part of that manual transmission. Also with that is the MT82D4 manual transmission. So you are going to get the dual mass flywheel. You're also going to get that twin disc clutch and the new gearing to go along with that. And it's going to come standard with your 355 rear axle for you back there. Now, you can go with the optional automatic transmission. It's a 10-speed automatic transmission, so it's real nice. It gives you the select shift transmission, so it's going to have the paddle shifters behind the steering wheel. So if you want to go in that sport mode, you can shift it up and down like a manual transmission using those paddle shifters. It's also going to get the leather wrap shifter knob to go along with that, and you're going to get remote start as part of that feature. So that's going to be able to come in real handy when you want to remote start the vehicle from the comfort of your home. Also, it's going to change that rear end to a 315 rear axle as well. And we'll have optional 355. We'll talk about optional equipment that's going to be available on this as well. So So some great equipment there underneath the hood. Also, you're going to have your e-pass, electronic power assist steering. What's great about that is when you're on the highway, it's going to stiffen it up so that wind can't push you around. But in the parking lots, going slower speeds, you're going to be able to turn it real nice and easy for you as well. So some great features to go along with that mechanically underneath the hood. Also, let's talk about the front of the design here on the vehicle. It will have, now this is going to be a little different look because this vehicle actually does have an optional equipment we're going to talk about later, the GT, or the California Special, I should say. And so the grille is going to look a little bit different. So I'm going to give you some clips of what the GT grille is going to look like. So here on the front, you're going to have that black grille up here. It's a high gloss finish on that. You are going to have that pony, chrome pony there on the front of it as well. So you're going to have that. You're also going to have a little unique design down here on the lower part of the opening of that bumper down there that's going to have some high gloss finish as well. And then you're going to have that chin splitter up there. You're going to have all LED lights throughout the vehicle. So you're going to have your LED headlights. They're going to be automatic headlights, means they'll come on automatically as it gets dark. You're also going to get your LED signature lighting. It's these 3 lights just inside of your headlights. That are really nice. You can set them on as your daytime running lights and they'll be on for you. So that's really nice. LED performance driving lamps down here. Also LED fog lights when you go to the Premium Edition too. So all LEDs there on the front of the vehicle. Now as we continue around to the side, you're going to see that on the hood, you're going to see these hood vents. They are going to be body colored surround with ebony inserts within those. Also underneath the hood, I forgot to mention, this is also going to come standard with your engine oil cooler on all your GTs. So it's going to really help the engine perform a little bit better since you're going to be able to put it, if you drive that 5.0, you're really wanting the best performance. So the engine oil cooler will really help you out. And speaking of that, let's talk about the bigger brakes. Larger brake rotors on all your GTs along with the 4-piston brake calipers. So you're going to want to, if this is going really fast, you're going to want to be able to brake those, and those larger brake rotors will help you brake this vehicle really fast. And then you're going to have the 18-inch machine-faced aluminum wheel as your standard wheel. It will have your high-gloss ebony black painted pockets as well. So real nice standard wheel on all your GT Premium Editions. You're going to have your 5.0 badging on this. Of course, this one doesn't have that because it has a California Special, but it is going to be that chrome 5.0 badge that's going to be on the fender on both sides of the vehicle. Your mirrors, body colored mirror cap. You're also going to get turn signal indicators on the outside. It's going to have your power heated glass. So you get that heated feature when you go up to the Premium. Integrated blind spot mirror, that's an angled mirror so you can see the vehicles in your blind spot a little bit better. It is going to be a manual fold mirror, and it's also going to have that projector pony lamp. So that's your security approach lamp that's going to light up and put that pony beside the vehicle. Only see that on your Mustangs. Also, it's going to get intelligent access. That allows you to be able to leave that key fob in your pocket, purse, whatever it might be. You walk up, put your hands in the door handle, it's going to automatically unlock the vehicle for you. When you get inside, you have the push button start as well, so you don't have to keep the keys out to get in the vehicle or to start the vehicle. And then when you get out, you just press the ridges on any of the doors and it's going to lock the vehicle up for you as well. So real nice feature there. Your back here in the back, the last feature I want to talk about on the side here is going to be the Easy Fuel capless filler door. Now that's standard in a lot of the Ford vehicles, including the Mustang, but I want to point it out because there's some other vehicles that just don't have this. Really nice having this feature because you don't have to worry about a cap getting dirty or being left behind. So you can just open the door, fill it up, and then shut it when you're done and you're ready to go. So some great features here so far on the front and the side, but let's continue to the back. Now as you move to the back, you're going to have your rear defrost with that stop light up here high. Also, you're going to get a body-colored blade deck lid spoiler that's going to come with all your GT vehicles here. Also, you're going to get rear view camera and reverse sensing as standard equipment. So as you're backing up, you're going to be able to see behind you, and you're going to get alerted if you get too close to anything as you're backing up. LED rear lights back here with your brake lights with the sequential turn signal lights. So of course people love those sequential lights that are on the back of the vehicle. You're going to have your back blacked out section back here on this back panel with the GT in there. That is a chrome GT and it looks a little bit different than what you're seeing with this California Special. Also you're going to see the unique rear valance now for the GT down there. So it will look different. GT Premium are going to look the same. It is going to be also equipped with the quad tip dual exhaust back here, and it'll be prepped for the active exhaust, which we're going to talk about as optional equipment here later in the video. So real nice look here on the back. Also, when we open this up, you can either use your remote remote, or you can press the button under here. So we'll do that. Open this up so you can see inside the trunk. It is going to be a little bit different here in the trunk. You're going to see the amplifier in the side over here, which is a standard equipment on these. We'll talk about the interior features and the premium audio in just a little bit. But underneath this, where you normally see your tire, the standard equipment is going to be the tire inflator and sealant kit. So that is going to be standard equipment on all your GT Premiums. You can get, we'll talk about optional equipment and have the availability for a spare tire as we get to optional equipment here. Now as we move into the interior, you have 3 different color interiors that are available. All of them will have the same environment within the vehicle, and that's going to be your ebony environment. So when you look across here, you're going to see the dark black ebony finish, as well as down below. Your doors are going to be the ebony as well, and all the environment around your console and everything will be the ebony too. You will see that brush, the angled brush aluminum finish across the dash, so real nice applique across there with the chrome vent covers that are going to be on your vehicles. And then if you go with that ebony interior, you're going to have your ebony leather seating surfaces for you as well in here, with the vinyl seats there in the back. Now if you go with the ceramic interior, which you've seen in some other vehicles, it's going to, those the surfaces there, the seat cushion as well as the seat back will be that tan look to it. I think it's tan. It's kind of a light ceramic finish to it. And then you also have your tan interior, which is only really available in this trim, and that's going to give you that dark brown, is what I like to call it, surfaces. Those seat fronts will turn into that dark brown. So those are the 3 different configurations you can have for your interior colors. Again, leather seating surfaces here for the front seats. They are going to be heated and cooled for the driver and front passenger, as well as 6-way dual power seats controlling that seat cushion, as well as the driver is going to get your power lumbar, and then manual adjustment for those seat backs. Back seats will be vinyl interior as well. They will have the same stitching though as the front seats will, and a 50-50 split bench seat for that back seat, so you can lay those seats down if you need a little extra cargo room. Moving around to the door, you will see the illuminated door seal plates. This can be illuminate that Mustang there on the door as you're getting into the vehicle. Also, you're going to get your power windows, locks, mirror switches, including auto one touch for those front windows there. And then for also down there on your foot pedals, they're going to go to the illuminated foot pedal covers. So if you're, of course, your manual transmission will get that 3rd clutch, but all those will be illuminated face there. You will have your leather wrap steering wheel here, manual tilt and telescoping. So you just pull this lever under here, it'll go up and down, forward and back. Also here on the cruise control, you're going to have your cruise control on the left side of the steering wheel, I should say. And then on the right side, you're going to see your Bluetooth controls there on the bottom. And then you have 2 D-pads up here. The one on the left is going to control audio settings for your audio controls. So it makes it a little bit easier keeping your hands on the steering wheel. The D-pad on the right is going to control all your productivity switches there on the instrument cluster itself. So you're going to have different settings we're going to talk about in just a little bit that you can adjust using that D-pad right there. And then don't forget, those automatic transmissions will have the paddle shifters right here behind the steering wheel. Now here on the instrument panel, you can see it will have your push button start, and you have those toggle switches that you're going to get now with the traction control, as well as you have 2 here, one for the steering feel, so you can press that button there and it's going to change how the steering feels from normal mode to comfort and to sport. And of course you put that vehicle in select shift, it's going to automatically put the steering feel as well as the drive mode into that sport feel. And then you have your drive modes over here. So you will have different options for, I think, 4 different options there. You have a normal, you have a Sport Plus that you're going to get, and then you also have a drag strip, and I believe you have a track as well. So you will have the track apps with this to go along with it. And of course, if you put it in the Sport mode, you're also going to get a Sport drive mode as well on top of that, only when you have it in that S shift here. Also, you're going to see the dual zone auto climate control. So the driver and front passenger can have 2 different temperatures. You're also going to see your buttons there for your heated and cooled seats. Real nice and easy to get to there. For your audio controls, it goes up to a 9-speaker audio sound system with your amplifier. So you're going to see an extra speaker here on the doors, as well as you're going to see that speaker on the pillar. And then you're also going to get a speaker up here on the dash. And then the amplifier in the back trunk that we looked at earlier. Also, you're going to get the Sync 3 system. That's that 3rd generation voice enhanced recognition system where you can control your audio, your climate, and your phone right through that touchscreen, as well as with voice commands. And then also you're going to get CD player as well for your audio controls, and you're going to get Sirius XM satellite radio as standard equipment on your GT Premiums too. And then this screen here is really nice because when you put the vehicle in reverse, that's where you're going to see that backup camera come into view, that full 8-inch screen right there. And usually on the GT package, you had to go up to the, I believe it's a 301A package to get the 8-inch screen. With the Sync 3, that's going to be standard equipment in all your GT Premium editions. Up here in the mirror, you're going to get auto-dimming rear view mirror. You're also going to get garage door openers on the visor for 3 different garage doors. So it'll work well on any of those transmitters and different things like that. Let's talk about connectivity. With the Sync 3, you're going to get 2 USB ports. So let me talk about this, I like to call it the media tray down here, where you're going to find one of the USB ports as well as a power point down there. So you're going to be able to, pretty nice and easy, put the cell phone down there if you want to and plug it in. Also, you're going to find the other one here in the console. So if you open that up, you're going to see a USB port in there as well as a power point there too. So you're going to get 2 power points, 2 USB ports in here, and you even have a slot on that console for those cords to come through, so that way when you close this console cover, it's not going to pinch that, still be able to charge your cell phone. So that's also going to be a part of this here. And then you have, the last thing I want to talk about is the ambient lighting with the My Color. Mustang is one of the few vehicles that has the My Color, which is really nice. Ambient lighting, a lot of vehicles do, but with the My Color, you can go into the settings here using the toggle switch we talked about earlier to control 3 different colors for your My Color. So the halos outside around the tach and the speedometer can be changed to a different color, as well as your gauges can be even a separate color there on your instrument cluster. Also, you can then have a even 3rd different color for your ambient lighting. It's going to light up your cup holders, your footwells, and your door handles, so you're going to be able to see those easily at nighttime or when you have your headlights on. So again, the My Color is really neat. You can also save your favorites in there and do couple different ones if you want for different drivers, and those can be saved right there within your screen. So now everything we've talked about so far, again, is standard equipment on all your GT Premiums. I do want to talk about some specific standard equipment on your convertibles next. Let's talk about some equipment that's standard only on your convertibles. And the first one let's talk about is the convertible top package here. It is going to come standard with that fully lined cloth convertible top. It's also going to have your latch, that center latch right on your overhead console that releases it. And then that electronic drive, mechanical drive, I should say, power top here that's going to power that down behind the rear seat back there. It's still going to get your rear defrost back here, that back glass, but it will not have your stoplight above the rear defrost like you would on your Fastback. And then you're also going to get the tonneau cover. So it's going to cover up the convertible top once it's down, making it look a little bit nicer when you're driving down the road. Also, you're going to get active noise cancellation with this too. It's going to make it quieter. Because of that convertible top, it's going to be a little bit louder normally. So adding that active noise cancellation is going to really help make it a little bit quieter with this convertible. And then that rear seat back there. On the Fastback, you get that 50-50 bench seat that you can fold those down if you need a little extra cargo room. On your convertibles, that is a solid rear seat that cannot be folded down. So keep that in mind as well. And then a standard equipment on your convertibles, it is optional on your Fastback, is your enhanced security package. And that package includes some really great features to really protect the vehicle from theft. And the first one you're going to get is an active anti-theft system. So that's going to deter people hopefully from getting into the vehicle. If they're getting too close, that's going to help protect it. Also, your electronic locking center console is going to come with this. So that's going to come in handy so you can put those different belongings in there, especially if you have the convertible top down. To help protect any belongings you might have in it. Also, electronic steering wheel lock too. That's going to lock that into place. That's going to be part of this package. And then your wheel locking kit. So those are some great features. That enhanced security package will be optional on your Fastback. So we'll talk a little bit about that as we go into some optional packages. So now we're going to talk about the 401A equipment group. That's that Premium Plus package, and that's just going to give us some great accents here on the interior of the vehicle and give us some other great features throughout the vehicle too. So now the first thing you're going to see is a different unique interior trim with the color groups. So we'll talk about the different colors in a second. I first want to talk about where you're going to see those different accent colors. Now your interior door trim is going to be a premium interior trim. It's just going to upgrade it even more with the accent color stitching. Also, your console cover, hand-stitched console cover as well with your accent color. Whether it be a manual or automatic, that shifter knob, that boot here, will be hand stitching. If you do have the emergency brake, also it's going to have that too. Your leather seats will also get the interior color trim as well on the stitching. Now the 3 colors are going to be available for you for the different interior trim group. It's going to be, you can first get your ebony with your metal gray stitching throughout the vehicle.
You can also get a midnight blue with your grabber blue stitching. So that's also going to give that a different blue accent. Again, only available within this equipment group. And then don't forget the Showstopper red. We've seen that in the past in some different convertibles and premium editions. So you're going to have that as an available interior trim with this package as well. So real nice, three different options for you that really customize with this group here. You're also going to get leather wrap steering wheel with the heated feature now. So now it's going to warm up that steering wheel for you. Works with the remote start as well. So remote starts the vehicle, warms the vehicle up, as well as your steering wheel too. You're also going to get some different accents or different features within your Sync 3. Now you're going to get the voice activated navigation system with the pinch to zoom capabilities. It's also going to include the XM series traffic and travel link that go along with that. You're also going to get the Ford Connect. Ford Connect allows you to stay connected to the vehicle using the Ford Pass app. It's a free app you download. You can remote start your vehicle from anywhere with that app. You can unlock and lock your vehicle. You can schedule remote start times, and you even locate your vehicle. If you've ever come out of that game and try to figure out what section you parked in, that's going to be available for you with this app as well. And you can also get notifications for service, recalls, and different things through the app. Also, it's going to give you the availability to have the Wi-Fi hotspots for up to 10 different devices throughout the vehicle using that 4G modem within the vehicle. So it is something you have to pay for to get that. So it's an unlimited plan for $20 a month through AT&T that everybody in the vehicle can connect their vehicle to the Wi-Fi hotspots for it as well. So that's really nice. If you don't get the subscription for the modem, you still get the features of the Ford Pass and the Ford Connect is going to come with this as well. Also, you're going to get the new upgraded screen. So it's a 12-inch LCD digital screen. It's customizable, comes with the My Color. What I love about it is when you change in the different drive modes, it's going to change the layout of your screen there, that digital tack screen. So it just looks real sharp. A lot of people like that. New for 2018, carried over for 2019, and very customizable and a look. And also instead of having the halos around those tack and everything, it's going to have a different interior trim, still having the My Color. And it's going to come with memory. So driver memory for, I think it's 2 different drivers. It's going to memorize your seat, your mirrors, and your My Colors aspects in there. So that way if somebody else gets in it and changes all that for you, you don't have to get frustrated. You can hit your driver memory. It's going to memorize the My Color features as well within that. And then you're also going to get your bliss. So instead of the angled blind spot mirrors, now you're going to have that bliss with cross traffic alert. And the way bliss works is if there's someone in your blind spot, it's going to put a light in this corner of your mirror and let you know it's not safe to go in that lane at that time. As you're backing up, if someone's going to cross your path behind you, it's going to put a light in the mirror on the side that they're coming from, puts a message on the dash telling if they're coming from the left or the right, in a series of tones that it's not safe to back up. I love this feature, and it's going to be a part of this 401A equipment group, this Premium Plus package.
Now we're going to talk about some different packages. Let's go ahead and talk about this California special package since we have it on this. Now this package is only available on your GT Premium. It's not available on your GT trim. So keep that in mind. It is available on your 400 or 401A equipment groups, but is not available with either your G2 performance packages that we're going to talk about in a little bit. Not available with your black accent package. Not available in Need for Green. So a couple different ways that you're not going to get it, and it's going to come standard with the wheel that is on this particular vehicle, so you can't get any optional wheels with it either. So keep that in mind as we talk about this package. Now it's going to give you some nice accents. So on the front of it, you're going to see that unique grille up here. So it's going to be a high gloss grille with the bars. It's going to have your tri-bar Mustang logo up there, so bringing some of that heritage in. You're also going to see the chin splitter from the performance packages as a part of this package. So that's a really nice upgrade for you. Underneath the hood, the strut tower brace is going to have that California badging on the strut tower brace as well under there, so a little upgrade there. It's going to have your 19 by 8.5 inch machine face wheels here for you. It is going to have the ebony painted pockets there, so that black ebony paint it will have a little bit different look than the standard wheel is. So again, this wheel is only going to be available within this package. You're going to have your GTCS side stripe there right in the middle of the doors and the side panels over here. It will replace the 5.0 badge that we talked about earlier. You are going to get the body colored side scoops as a standard equipment as a part of this package as well. Your rear spoiler, you're going to get the raised, this kind of pedestal design, body colored rear spoiler back here. The back panel as well, you're going to get that California Special script on that back panel back there. Real nice, unique look on the back of it too. And then inside, a couple nice upgrades on the inside. You're going to have some nice Miko suede inserts in the door trims with the red contrast stitching within those doors. So real beautiful look like you're seeing within this vehicle. Your seats as well, you're going to have that Miko suede inserts on the seats with the red contrast stitching on those leather trimmed accents on there too. So that's a little bit different look on the inside. So if you want those suede inserts, you're going to like this. Also on the on your over the glove box there, you're going to have that California Special badging up there that is going to be dedicated to this package too. So a real nice package to add if you want to give it some nice flair to it. And again, not available with some other optional equipment, so keep that in mind when you're getting this package. Next package I want to talk about is the Enhanced Security Package. And we talked about it earlier on the Convertible. It's standard equipment on all your convertibles. Don't forget it's going to be optional on your Fastback. So again, it's going to come with those 4 features, giving you the active anti-theft system that's going to set those alarm off if somebody tries to come in the vehicle without your keyless entry or using it to enter and exit the vehicle. Also, you're going to get the electric steering column lock. You're also going to get that electric center console lock, so that's going to automatically lock that center console so they can't get into it. And then it's going to give you the wheel locking kit with that specific lug nut for each of those different wheels. So again, this package is going to be optional on your Fastback, standard on your convertibles. So next we're going to talk about another package, and several of these next packages actually are available on your GT trim as well as your GT Premium. So we're going to watch a couple different clips for each of those packages. So the first one we're going to talk about is the black accent package. So take a look at this clip. It goes over the equipment that's going to come as part of this package. Now we're going to talk about the black accent package. Now this package is available in your 100A or your 101A equipment groups, either one of those. It is not available though with your Need for Green exterior paint colors. It's also not available with the over-the-top stripe, so you're not able to get this package with it. Also, it's not available with your Ecoboost Performance Package, or it's not available with your wheel and stripe package. So keep that in mind when you're ordering this vehicle and this package. It's not available with those others. And what it's going to include is an 18-inch ebony black painted aluminum wheel. So it's a real nice 7-spoke wheel that's going to be available for you as part of this package. Also, the rear spoiler. You're going to get a black deck lid spoiler. So if you have that 101A that doesn't get a spoiler, now you're going to upgrade it to this black spoiler. If you get the 101A, it's going to go from the body colored rear deck lid spoiler to a black one now. Also, you're going to get the front and back ponies are going to go from the chrome to a black painted accents or those badgings there. And then you're going to get a black roof. So it's that ebony or a black roof up here. Unless you already get the shadow black, then it'll be, of course, the same color as the shadow black, so because that's the color that's going to be painted to. So they're all going to have the painted roof with this package. So again, available on your 100 or your 101A equipment groups. So that black accent package is a really nice package. Another package not available with that package is your California Special package. So keep that in mind. Again, California Special wasn't available on the GT, so that's why it wasn't mentioned in that clip. Now the next one we want to talk about is the GT Performance Package. Again, a really nice package, and let's go ahead and take a look at some of the features that are part of this package. Now let's talk about the Ecoboost Performance Package. This is a really nice package. It is available in the 100A or your 101A equipment groups. It is not available with your black accent package or your wheel and stripe package. Now let me talk about some of the things it includes. Now this is a great package if you're wanting to put this Mustang on a track and use those different modes as selectable driving modes to put it on that track or the drag. This is a package you're going to want to get on your vehicle. We actually had a vehicle equipped with this that we raced with, and it just did great. We actually added the cold air intake, and it beat about every vehicle on the track. So you're going to really love it. It's going to go really nicely with this Ecoboost engine with this vehicle, especially on the track where you got a lot of turns. Not a lot of high speed or top speeds in there. This is going to be perfect for you. Now it's going to come with some nice upgrades and some great performance upgrades, including unique chassis tuning, also unique E-Pass, ABS, and stability control tuning that goes along with it. You're going to upgrade it with heavy duty front springs up there to really make it be able to handle there. Also, you're going to get upgraded with the larger radiator. So that bigger radiator be able to handle that performance out of that engine, being able to put it in that red line kind of situation there. Also inside the bay, the engine here, you're going to get that black painted strut tower brace in there as well. So that's going to look really sharp as well here on the inside of it. And you're going to get upgraded with some larger brake rotors there with the 4-piston brake calipers. So that's going to be a nice enhancement for you. Here in the back, you're going to have an upsized rear sway bar for you as well. So that's going to be able to help you out, including also it's going to come with the 355 torsion limited slip rear axle too. So some nice upgrades there. Let's talk about some different exterior look of the vehicle that's going to be upgraded on this package. And one of them is going to be the 19-inch that low gloss ebony painted aluminum wheel. So real nice looking wheel. That's also going to come with this summer only tire as well for that. And then on the back of the vehicle, the rear spoiler. If you have the Fastback design, you're going to get upgraded from that deck lid spoiler if you get that 101A equipment group to a performance rear wing back there. So that's a real nice look to it. Now if you do get a convertible, it'll delete the rear spoiler. You will not have the rear spoiler on the back. And then inside, a couple upgrades as well, including the engine spun instrument panel. So real nice look, that aluminum look across there, a little bit different design for this package than you're getting on the other two, the 100 or 101A equipment group. You're also going to get the upgraded gauges there too, including the oil pressure and the boost gauge. So that's going to be really nice. I think that goes right where those vents are. There's 3 vents in the middle. I think they're going to go right there in one of those vents. So real nice upgrade to this. Again, if you're wanting to put this on the track, this is a package you want to make sure you have, and again, available in the 100 or your 101A equipment groups. Now that GT Performance Package is really nice. Keep in mind, the California Special Package is another package that is not available with that package or this next package, which if you want to take it one step forward, is your Performance Package Level 2. This takes it to really making it a race car, a true race car from the factory. So take a look at this clip. I think you'll really enjoy some of the features that are part of this package. So this is the Performance Pack Level 2. So this is an upgrade from the GT Performance Package, and everything about this is really tuned for being on the track. So this is the high performance package that you're really looking for. I think last year was the first year you could get this package, and that really just takes this GT to the next level and just allows you to be able to really have the performance of a GT350 without the price tag. So I think you really like this package. Now this is not available with your GT Performance Package. It's not available with the black accent package or the over the top stripe. It is not available in your 10-speed automatic transmission. So really nice package that I think you'll like. And again, it's really track inspired here for you. So it is going to take some of those things from the GT Performance, and you're going to see some of those within this. Like the larger radiator is going to be included within this package. You're also going to get the strut tower brace, and your K brace is going to be included as well. Also, your Brembo brakes with the 6-piston brake calipers are also going to be included within this. You are going to see, though, some of the other things we talked about, the unique chassis tuning, as well as the different rear sway bar and front springs. They're going to be upgraded even more. They're going to be track inspired. So unique, track inspired chassis tuning, also that E-Pass, your ABS, and the stability control tuning that are really made for the track now. So that's going to be a nice upgrade. Also, you're going to see the upgrade for the front springs as well as the rear sway bar. Your torsion rear differential is going to be a 373, so that's a really nice upgrade as well. Again, given this performance that you really expect out of this. Inside, the engine spun appliques across the top, across that, just like your GT Performance Package, and you're going to also get those gauges up there on the vents as well to be able to track the oil pressure and your vacuum. So all those nice upgrades you'd really expect. Also, it's going to upgrade and give you the Magneride dampening suspension as standard equipment on this, but it is going to be calibrated for being on the track. So it is everything about this is about being on the track. It is, with this package, this Mustang has been tuned to be on the track. It is to be driven on the track and to be driven hard, and I think you'll really like it. Also, your wheels and tires are going to be upgraded too. So you're going to have the 19-inch nickel luster aluminum wheel. Also, they're going to be a little bit different size. They're going to be a 19 by 10.5 on the front with 19 by 11 on the back. Again, track-inspired wheels with the Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires. So again, even the tires, down to the tires, are really track-inspired. You're going to see that with the performance of this package. So if you're wanting to get this on the track, you're wanting that GT350, save you some money, get this GT with this package on it, you won't regret it. So that level 2 really takes that Mustang to a next level that I think you'll really appreciate. So we're going to see some people order this package, and again, if you're wanting that true race car from a street car, I think you're going to really like that. And don't forget the California Special package is not available with your Performance Package Level 2. Now let's talk about the Ford Safe and Smart package, another package that is available with your GT. So take a look at this package. It is going to be available on pretty much with any other package as well, but take a look at this clip and goes over the different features within this package. Now we're going to talk about several different packages, and a lot of these packages some of them are available on just 100A or the 101A. So as I go through the different packages, I'll let you know which different equipment groups that you're required to get that package. Also, we're going to talk about several different packages, and some of them are not compatible with each other. So some of them you can't get this package if you get this package. So I'm going to also break that out and let you know that as well. And the first one I want to talk about is a Ford Safe and Smart package. Now this is available on either one, the 100 or the 1A equipment group. So this is a great package, and it's also compatible with some of the other equipment groups as well, because it's really some great technology features that really are safety features that I think in the future we're going to see that are going to be standard in almost all of your Ford vehicles at some point in time with that new Copilot 360 that's going to be coming out. So this package is called the Ford Safe and Smart package because it really does help you stay protected. And one of the things you're going to get with this is you're going to get the auto high beams here on the front. So auto high beams, a lot like your automatic headlights, those high beams will come on if you're on a dark street or maybe on the highway and there's no cars coming and approaching you, they're going to come on. And the car approaches you or you're in the city streets with those city lights, it's going to go ahead and automatically dim it for you. So that's a great feature to have. Now if that's a feature you don't like, you don't want activated, that can be deactivated in your settings screen pretty easily. So you'll need to go in there to activate and deactivate that. Also, you're going to get your rain sensing wipers with this package. So that's going to really be really nice. You have one of those intermittent settings. If it starts to rain, it's going to automatically turn those wipers on. The harder it rains, the harder it's going to go ahead and turn those wipers on, or faster I should say. So really nice. That works really well. I think you'll like it. Also, you have that pre-collision assist with pedestrian detection. So it does get you the collision warning that lets you know if there's someone stopped or going much slower than you, or there's a pedestrian up there and you're not hitting your brakes. It's going to put a series of lights on your dash as well as initiates that brake support for you as well. So that way you can brake even faster and stop before you hit that person or the other vehicle in front of you. Also, to go along with this, you get adaptive cruise control. Adaptive cruise control is really nice. When you have your cruise set, you can pick your gap of how soon you want to be slowed down. But as you approach someone, it's going to slow you down to go their speed so you don't rear end them. When you pass them, there's no one in front of you, or they speed up, it's going to resume back to your speed. So that's a really nice system that I like. I think it works really nicely as well. And then you have your lane keeping alert. And so it basically helps you stay in your lane or tell you when you're leaving your lane, which is another great feature that's included within this package. And this is a great package that you can have. Again, it's optional on either the 100 or your 101A equipment group. Now we're going to talk about the Carbon Sport interior package, and this was not available in your GT, so we're going to talk about it a little bit. It is available with your 400A package as optional equipment, not available in your 401A equipment group. Now this does upgrade your interior a little bit, so you know that 401A does come with some different custom interior trim, so this is a different way on that 400A to be able to customize the interior as well. So you're going to see it's going to have Alcantara suede door inserts. Also, you're going to see Alcantara suede seat inserts. So that's similar to the California Special, and that's why the California Special is not available with this package or your Recaro seats. Also, you're going to see the appliques across the dash. You are going to get a carbon fiber appliques across there. Now, if you do get the Performance package with this package, the interior trim panel will supersede the engine spun instrument panel as well. And then your shifter knob is going to get a carbon fiber finish as well. So real nice package for you that's available as optional equipment on that 400A. Now we're going to start talking about some optional equipment. We'll need to break this out because there's so many different options for you. The first one I want to talk about are one optional equipment on the 400 and 401A equipment group, and that's the over-the-top stripe. So it's a black stripe that's going to go over the hood, the roof of the vehicle, and down the back of the trunk and down the back of the vehicle. So real nice. That is required for the Need for Green. And we mentioned that Need for Green requirement earlier for that new exterior color for 2019. But the Need for Green does require the over-the-top stripe. But you can, in the other color, get the over-the-top stripe as well for you. So now the over-the-top stripe, though, is not available with your black accent package, and it's not available in your California Special package. So keep that in mind as you order that over-the-top stripe. Now also for some different wheels, and we can talk about that. And, well, first, before we talk about wheels, let's talk about a spare tire. Some of you probably noticed that is not standard equipment. You can get a mini spare tire. It's going to be a 19-inch spare that's going to go in the trunk and replace that tire inflator and sealant kit, but a spare tire is not available in your GT Performance Package or the Performance Pack Level 2, and it's not available as well in the 20-inch wheel, which we're going to talk about as an optional wheel in just a little bit. Also, you can get, if you have the GT Performance Package, you want a little bit different wheel than the ebony wheel. There is a luster nickel painted aluminum wheel, and it's in that same size, 19 by 9 in the front, 19 by 9.5 in the back, that is going to be available for that GT Performance Package. And again, that wheel is not available in your accent package, the black accent package, California Special, or the Need for Green. You also have a 19-inch that is a polished aluminum wheel. That is going to be available on your 400 or 401A equipment groups as well, but is not available in all those other different packages. Your black accent, California Special, Need for Green, not available with your 2 performance packages either, but it is an optional wheel if you have pretty much that base model or some of the other, it's going to be available with some other standalone options. And then you do have that 20-inch wheel. We kind of mentioned it earlier with the spare tire. It is a really nice 20-inch premium painted aluminum wheel that you can get as an upgrade on your 400 or 401A equipment groups. Again, not available with your performance packages, not available in your black accent package or the California Special or your Need for Green. So those some different optional wheels that are available for you and some other different optional equipment. But let's move on to some other standalone options you might be interested in. Now we're going to finish out the optional equipment, the standalone options here, with a couple other ones. And one of them is something we've already talked about earlier, and that's that Magneride dampening suspension. We know it's part of that Performance Pack Level 2. It is optional with the GT Performance Package on your 400 or 401A equipment group. Also, the 355 limited slip rear axle. We know it's standard equipment on your manuals, but if you have an automatic transmission, it is going to be available for you on the 400 or 401A equipment group as well. Now, keep in mind, it is not going to be available with the performance package or the level 2 performance package, because they're going to come with that torsion differential. So that is going to be available for you as standalone options as well. A couple interior features I want to talk about next. One of them is the Recaro Seats. Optional equipment on the 400 or 401A equipment group. You can get that. It will take away all your power seat features as well as your heat and cool seat features. So keep that in mind. If you want to get those Recaro seats, you'll lose all the power features, including any driver memories. Also, that is not available with that Carbon Sport interior package or the California Special package. Those are the only other requirements that you're not going to have there. Also, the voice-activated navigation system. It's standard on the 401A, but it is a standalone option on the 400A. So if you want to get that, it's going to be that new pinch to zoom capabilities. It will include the Sirius XM traffic and travel link as well as optional equipment. So that's going to be available for you on the interior. Couple things here on the back. One of them is a rear spoiler delete. We know that standard equipment on your GT Premiums is going to be a rear spoiler. You can get a rear spoiler delete. If you don't want the rear spoiler back there, you can take that off on your 400 or 401A equipment groups, except for 2 situations. The California Special requires that spoiler, as well as that Performance Package Level 2 requires that performance rear wing. So those are 2 other situations that you are not able to delete the rear spoiler. And then let's talk about the active exhaust. The active performance exhaust in the back, so a real nice performance exhaust that is optional on the 400 and 401A equipment group, and there are no other requirements with that, so that is going to be available for you as optional equipment. And I do have a clip from the Bullet Mustang video that I did recently, exactly how this valve exhaust works. So take a look at this clip here, and you'll get a good idea exactly how this works. So that's all your standard as well as optional equipment on that GT Premium of the 2019 Ford Mustang. Now the warranties on these are going to be a 5-year 60,000 mile powertrain warranty and roadside assistance with your 3-year, 36,000 mile bumper to bumper warranty. Now check out our website for our inventory at lawmcarthur.com. There on each one of our vehicles you can check for availability, schedule a test drive, you can see pictures, as well as a 360-degree walk around on each one of our vehicles. It's a VR experience, an outside as well as an inside perspective on each one of our vehicles. And also while you're there, you can check out our Mustang inventory. We currently have about 2 Mustangs in stock, GT Premiums I should say, but more coming in. And what's a great thing about our website is when we have vehicles that have been released from the factory, they'll show up on our website before the vehicles even show up here. So you can see what's on, it's in transit and it's on its way here. So definitely check that out. Also, don't forget if you have any questions at all about the different packages or anything, any requirements there, you can call or send us a text message at 785-378-5031. You can also call us toll free, 1-800-874-6316. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, I knew it would be kind of long and very informative for you, but do move around on the video using those timestamps down below. If you have any questions, don't forget to reach out to us. You can even ask for me at the numbers that I gave you, and I'll be willing to help you out on any questions that you might have. So again, thanks for watching this video, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. If you're watching this part of the video, that means you're watching this video on YouTube. And I have a special offer for you, and that's going to be free shipping on any one of our vehicles right to your door if you live within the 48 states outside of Alaska and Hawaii. And we just require you to finance the vehicle with us. And the way we do that is free shipping to you, but we use, by financing with one of our lenders, we get a little bit of kickback to recoup some of that cost of the shipping from those different lenders. Not a lot, not all of it, but it'll help us out there so that we can go ahead and do some free shipping for you. So, because what we found out is a lot of people watch these videos and want to work with us because they felt like that we knew a lot about our different vehicles, including the Mustang, and so they wanted to buy vehicles from us. But you know, having to ship it or to drive to us was just too costly and wasn't really worth it. So we threw out there, so we'll do free shipping for you, and that's something that you don't have to worry about the cost on. It's something we take care of, and a lot of people already finance the vehicles with us. So I think you'll find it a great and easy way to do that. And what's great about it now is you can look on our inventory online. You can do everything via FedEx and through the internet, and you can get the vehicle shipped right to your door. So it's a really nice way of buying a vehicle as well, not having to even go step foot into a dealership and get the vehicle that you really want. So take advantage of that. It's there for you. If you have any questions or you want to go ahead and pursue that, you can call or send us a text message again at that number, 785-378-5031, or you can call us toll free, 1-800-874-6316. If this is the first time watching one of our videos on YouTube, I encourage you to hit that red subscribe button down below. That way you can get subscribed to our YouTube videos and they'll show up in your feeds. And we have some great Ford and Lincoln content, as well as some Roush inventory content and even off-road content I think you'll like. If you hit that notification bell as well right beside that, you're going to get notified every time we have a new video uploaded to our YouTube channel. We upload about 3 to 5 a week, so I think you're going to find some really fun content and knowledgeable content similar to these videos showing up there, and get you notifications for that. Also, if you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. It lets other people know it's a great video that they need to watch, and it really helps out the channel and the videos. And I really would I'd love it if you could do that for me. And if you have any questions, not only can you leave them down in the comments down below, but you can also reach out to me on Facebook as well as Twitter. I'm at Tim Bartz, real easy to get a hold of me there, and I will answer anything. I really have a passion for Ford and Lincoln product and getting these videos out there, and so I love talking about it. So if you have any questions, even if you already purchased one, you just had a couple questions about your current vehicle, that's what I'm here for. I'll answer you on any of those 2 social media platforms or on this video if you want to. So feel free to do that. That's what I'm here for, and I really enjoy talking to the different community there. So again, thanks for watching this video. I hope you got a lot out of it, and until the next one, we'll see you later.